Jai Guruji, Jai Sangat. Today I'll be sharing satsang of Ms. Shalini Kera and Mr. S.K. Pahal. Better sight and better in sight and mind. Guruji is almighty. He is God. Before I came to him, I was very negative person. But after taking refuge under him, I have developed a positive frame of mind. Now I feel I am protected and sheltered. My husband, the son of prominent insurance man, was pleasantly surprised when he visited Guruji for the first time. Guruji told him his father's name, pointing out that he was the son of Khera, well known in the field of insurance. As we kept going to Guruji, many of my husband's business problems were sorted out. 2 years ago, I too bore testimony to one of Guruji's many healing miracles. I had a serious problem. I could not see clearly from the corner of my eyes. I visited many eye specialists. My retina was tested and other tests were carried out. But all the results were normal. Doctors were not able to diagnose the problem. At last, I turned to Guruji. Guruji told me to bring a copper tumbler and to drink water from it. From the day I started using the tumbler, my vision became fine. I gained a new birth. All of a sudden, I had fainting spells. I went to specialists who dealt in spinal injuries, to senior neurologists and orthopedician, but they were unable to help me. After suffering for 4 months and going from one specialist to another, I was fed up. I got all the scans and the MRI done, but my problems persisted. A severe depression settled inside me. I was bedridden and unable to do anything. I went again to Guruji with my problem. I told him that I was unable to sleep during the night because I had severe vibrations all over my body. He told me that he had blessed me and that I should have lingered slowly. With his blessing, I was soon relieved of my ailment. When I came to Guruji, after he had healed me, he told me that he had blessed me with a new life. My rebirth was solely due to Guruji's grace. My husband too had a serious back problem. He was on medications for months, but his back pain was increasing day by day. We went to several hospitals, Vimhans, the Spinal Injury Center, Rockland Hospital, but doctors were unable to arrive at a diagnosis. The pain was so severe that for a couple of months my husband was unable to sleep. I went to Guruji and told him about it. Guruji inquired about my husband's condition. The next time I visited him on Thursday, I told him that he was still not fine. Guruji asked me to stop all medications and to start giving him turmeric milk at night. The night he started taking turmeric milk, believe me, my husband's backache was a thing of past. On January 31st, when we again had an opportunity to have Guruji's darshan, he told us that he had blessed us and from now on my husband would not have any problems. Since that day, my husband has not experienced any pain. He says now that he feels Guruji has given him superpowers. In January 2006, he traveled to US. I was so worried that he was traveling alone. But believe me, he had no pain during the journey. Guruji has cured him. Since I have come to Guruji, my life has been transformed. Guruji guides you at every step of life. You just have to think about him from the heart and Guruji is there for you. We will all very, very lucky that Guruji is with us. Operations in dreams rids wife of her ailments. I, along with with my family, had a privilege of meeting respected Guruji in 1997-98. It was at the behest of one of my friends who had been highly impressed with the blessings showered upon him by Guruji. My, my wife, Neeta Bell, had been suffering from heart problems. During this period, I had earlier taken her to family doctor, a senior physician, who, after having examined her, advised certain tests including an ECG and TMT. The ECG results were found to be unsatisfactory. The TMT involved walking on a platform that moved with variable speed. She could not sustain it even for a minute. As her blood pressure increased beyond 2000 HgMM abruptly, the test had to be abandoned at this stage as per doctor's advice. On my reporting this to the family doctor, a fresh prescription was given for undergoing the stress thallium test. I fixed an appointment at a Sitaram Bhatia hospital in the Kutub institutional area. Before the stress test, we met Guruji and told him about my wife's health problems. Guruji, after listening to us with great patience, caught hold of my wife's left hand, gave it a jerk, and advised her to apply 17 betel leaves on the left portion of the chest for 3 days continuously. My wife felt as if her hand had been dislocated. However, the shooting pain which she used to feel most of the time started subsiding even as we were sitting with the Sangat at Guruji's place in Empire State. My wife took Guruji's advice and applied the betel leaves. The same night, the dream she dreamed, Guruji had opened her on her heart and cured her. She told me early in the morning about the dream. She said she had perspired and had woken up after having been operated upon for the heart problem. It was an amazing experience. When we met Guruji during the evening hours of the same day, to our astonishment, he referred to the dream saying, "Kalyan ho gaya, you have been blessed." But we had not informed Guruji about the thallium test for which an appointment had been fixed at Sitaram Bhatia Hospital. When my wife was taken to that hospital for the test, an initial ECG was found to be satisfactory. Later, she was made to undergo a TMT test. The doctors were surprised to see that the blood pressure remained absolutely normal even after she walked briskly for 9 minutes on that platform. They rather curiously asked me what problem she had been confronted with. When I told them she had continuous pain due to a heart problem, they looked at each other strangely. The thallium test was also conducted and we returned home. After 3 days, when we received the test result, we were amazed to see that the results were within the permissible limit and there was no sign of any medical aberration. I received a call on my mobile from Guruji at the same time. He hinted that the test results had been favorable and asked whether we were satisfied. We felt extremely embarrassed. Ever since my wife has been living happily without any heart problem. There are numerous incidents of similar nature which prove beyond doubt that His Holiness Guruji Maharaj is an incarnation of the Almighty and is vested with supernatural powers. He has tremendous compassion and love for his disciples who are protected from mental worries and physical ailments of all kinds. We indeed consider ourselves very fortunate to be able to seek the blessings of respected Guruji in our daily life, and also that we are under his sharan. JaxGuruji Sangat. Next reading will be posted in 2 days. या गुरुजी, शुक्राना गुरुजी।